Good evening and welcome to the Adventures in Lollygagging. I'm Aaron, I'm your game master, and once again tonight we are diving back into our Hyborian tales. This is the wonderful new game that Monolith has put out. And we've been, I think this is our fifth session, so we're getting deep into it. If you didn't watch the last session, you should go check it out. We dealt with some picks. We dealt with a volcano, and everybody lived. So that was my failure. But we pick up in the city of Cordova on the coast of Zingara. Our party managed to make their way in the small boat across the isle or across the seas and return the young priestess to her noble family. They were showered with gifts and wealth and feted at parties, but weeks have passed and the coins are getting slight. So we're going to check in with our group and we're going to see how they are spending their days and nights in Zingara. Let's start with our archer, our horseman, our Harkarian, Jatai. What do you think you're doing in the city of Cordova?
When we first got there, we spent a lot of finding nobles, making connections, trying to sell off rare artifacts, gems. Mainly this dagger that I just got that killed that demon fool. And with his rich pockets, he spent it on food, drink, gambling away in the dens until he ran dry. And then when he ran out of money, he'd go around and help the people in town. People that are the hard workers, pretty much, that move their carts, move their supplies, do some farming, gardening if they needed it, with a small task to help the people around.
I like it. So we see Jatai moving around the city in the poorer sections, the common sections, the areas where the laborers are. After his gold has been depleted, working tirelessly, not so much for coin, but for the benefit of those around him, perhaps a place to sleep at night, some food to fill his belly, but more the hard work to fill his soul. I like it. Well, while Jatai is off working for the people, what is Alansha doing?
Definitely not working for the people. So you would see her usually moving around kind of at night in alleyways, things like that. You definitely see her with this kind of growing kind of bag of coin. So like all of the coin, that we had gotten, from the nobles, she's holding on to that. And you just see her sneak, grabbing, a piece of jewelry or grabbing some coin or, different things like that. And she's just kind of taking, you just kind of see this kind of coin purse just kind of growing a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger. And doesn't seem like she's spending a whole lot of it. And you'll see her kind of tucked away in a kind of a dark corner, what would be a dark corner at night, but it's daytime. And so she's kind of sleeping there during the day since she's, kind of up a lot at night. And probably the last thing that you'll see is another younger, lithe street urchin is relieving her of that ever-growing coin purse. So when she wakes up that night, she is back to where she started with no coin.
I like it. And you wake up and you're destitute. Your pouch is gone. Even the gold and coins and small jewels that you secreted about your body have been lifted by a thief that perhaps far exceeds your level of skill. What do you think the first thing that Alansha thinks when she realizes that she has been robbed? This master thief who's been robbed.
So I would like to think that she is clever enough that she noticed that someone had been following her. And so where she had been sleeping was not kind of where she had been before. So she thought she lost the tail. So she knew that there was someone keeping an eye on her. She could kind of see, the shadows, and just that she knows well enough to know when a thief knows a thief, basically. And so she's kicking herself because she kind of saw it coming and thought that this might be kind of close to, she was kind of nearing the end of her run, but she thought that she'd outsmarted them, that she lost them this time, and that she was going to be okay where she's at. So she, whenever she wakes up, she always, digs around, checks. And so it's just sort of that resignation that this has always been her life, that she can never get ahead. It's always, kind of who's out thieving who. And maybe having done some of these things that she's been doing a little lately, she's getting rusty.
I like it. And as you get up to move out of that alley, a dagger flies out of nowhere and strikes right between your feet. And you see attached to the hilt of it, and it's a cheap dagger, but attached to the hilt of it is a small piece of parchment and a small pouch.
And I would say the first thing that she's going to do is try to get to a slightly higher elevation, because she wants to sort of see first where this came from. So she's not going too far away, but she's just going vertical. See if she can see.
Give me an edge check.
All right. That is a 10.
So you easily scamper up the side of this building. It's a 2-story building. It's probably a workshop on the bottom floor and someone's apartment above it. You get up to the roof, and you see across the alleyway from you, about 30 feet away from you, there's a man in black. And he's got long black hair and swarthy colored skin and a short beard. He's got a rapier out, and he sketches a bow at you, winks, and then turns and runs off along the rooftop roadway.
And she'll kind of clock the kind of description, kind of file that away, and then jump back down, because she does not want to go too far away from that bag.
Okay.
So she'll look in the pouch first, because that's the more important thing.
There is a single gold piece in the pouch.
She looks around, make sure no one's watching, put that in kind of one of her many pockets, and then she'll open the parchment.
And it says simply, the next time you come to thieve in the city, introduce yourself to the guild, or your first lift will be your last.
And she just nods that she understands the way of things and is grateful to have one gold piece back.
And as we shift away from that alleyway, where do we think Urhog has been spending his days and nights?
Urhog has been wandering alleyways, markets. He has been buying random things to feed to little alley cats, stray creatures, chickens that got loose from coops. Maybe bribing guards of noble houses to get their exotic pets, their monkeys and jungle cats and such. And he likes to lead them like on this little menagerie, takes them out to the city, frees them into the wilds as best he can. And he just does this over and over, and he'll pay whoever for whatever, bribing a guard here, cares not for money, not important.
And because of this, as we find Urhog, we see there's a cat draped across his shoulders, and a small pack of near feral dogs, but clearly adoring Urhog, just following along in his path. And people are just stopping and turning and looking. And there are a few people, some children come out to play with the dogs and pet the dogs. And in fact, you find homes for several of them, of the more domesticated animals. And the rest you manage to take out of the city, reducing the cat problem, but increasing the rat problem in the city. But that's not your problem.
No, and they are animals too. So you know,
It's their home.
Someone else. Exactly. It is the way of nature, sort of. We are in city, so all bets are off. Yes. Oh, good children. You take care. You treat them well. Or Jebusok will come for you. No, just kidding. I don't mean to scare. But seriously, take care of them.
And from time to time, as we see Urhog moving through the city, we see in the background Valian following behind, watching, just keeping track of where he goes, almost as if she's concerned that he's going to do something to her or that would be against her wishes. But she doesn't see anything.
No.
Where do we find Hill? Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, just the constant buzzing of the city. It is so buzzy. I don't know what it is. So loud. Yeah.
And where do we find Hild these days?
So, similar to Valian, she is following Jutai for a bit. She's very curious to this person who her sister had sort of joined forces with. And so as he's making nice with the nobles to try and sell things, Hilda's sleeping with them and getting information, and she's enjoying lavish meals. And then when he noticeably runs out of money, she kind of steps away from that. And again, where he's like working with some locals, she's maybe like across the street at like a butchery, and she's also working as she's just trying to get a glimpse of his character, and she kind of feels like she's got a good idea of the kind of person he is and understands why her sister would have teamed up with him, and is able to accept things a little bit further with how they've been.
Night falls, and Hild, you sleep deeply. And in your dream, two ravens circle above your head, slowly spiral, lower and lower and lower, until they perch upon your dreaming shoulders. And each one of them sticks their beaks gently into your ear and begins to whisper. And a vista opens before you, sight beyond sight, of the Northlands. And you see the banner of the Blood Raven clan. And you see the Jarl of the Blood Ravens, the father of the two who were slain. And you see him raising an army, calling his banners, forcing other tribal leaders and other villages to come under his banner. You know in your heart that within 4 moons he will drive a horde south to destroy the Southlands for the deaths of his sons, or die trying. And in your vision, you see Zingara and Aquilonia burning and reduced to rubble. You see death stretched for hundreds of miles, and you see crows and ravens feeding on the bodies of the dead. And you see, in your vision, yourself laying broken on the battlefield, as a vision of your sister riding a winged horse, wearing a horned helmet and a golden breastplate, lands at your side. She lifts you up and whispers in your ear as she kisses you on the forehead and says, "It's not your time. Heed the raven's calls. Find a way to stop this from happening." And then that vision fades. And you're restless in your sleep, but the ravens continue to whisper, and you see a new vista open before you. A valley shrouded in mists, guarded by a small village, somewhere in Hyperborea. you see a trail of bones, a path of dead. You see an ancient stone monastery surrounded by a great wall, and you see a black door weeping tears. And you know in your heart where this valley is. And then you startle awake, knowing that the Blood Raven Jarl is raising an army, and that perhaps you and your friends are the only ones who can stop it. What do you do?
Well, the first thing she does is the last of her coin that she has. She sends out numerous couriers to across Acolonia to the different settlements with warnings of the danger to come, and to arm and or flee if necessary, seek shelter at a larger settlement, and just spends the rest of her money to put out those warnings. And then she'll go to there's near the butchery, there's this a large amount of pigs, and she knows that Urhog tends to like to sleep there sometimes. So she will go and collect Urhog, and then she'll go find Jatai and Alancia and Valian, and tell them of her vision and how she had her previous vision of her sister's death, and it led her to them, and now she had this vision of this further just annihilation of these lands, and how we have to put a stop to it. We killed his sons, but now it is time to kill him as well.
A prophecy has come to you.
Yes. Did you not swear to Lena that you would slay the Blood Ravens?
Of course I did. Must get revenge on them.
And then from that door and the vision, am I to take that like he's raising the dead for an army?
You did not get that impression. You got more of a feeling that you needed to pass through that door at some point to get to him.
Okay.
That they were showing you a vision of the path you needed to take to get to him, because you recognize that going straight at them through like the Bessonian marches or northern Acolonia would be impossible. You would run right into the army. You're thinking that going through Hyperborea, that there might be a way to basically flank the forces and maybe get behind enemy lines and strike at the heart. Take the head of the serpent, and hopefully the body would die.
Yeah, then she'll again just kind of detail that out for them. What are your thoughts?
Getting paid
to do the right thing?
I'm
sure
noblemen will empty their pockets for their protection.
You sure?
They'll mostly flee first, but we can wring it out of them.
Okay, she was not at all particularly concerned about being a good person, just doing the right thing. But if we think that nobles will give us money,
Hills will kind of level you with like a not a stern look, but it's kind of blank. And you would not do this for Helena?
World doesn't do for me.
I see. I have learned the kind of person you are. And she just kind of turns away from you.
Urhug, are you familiar with ravens? She says we must follow them.
A large bird, very smart, smarter than the insect. So we must be very careful. But the blood ravens, they are not the same. They have taken, they have ensorcelled. They have ensorcelled ravens. Yes, that's what it is. Because no raven would work against me. We are like brothers, cousins, sisters, something like that. But yes, very smart bird. Very smart.
Make preparations.
Do what? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't speak. What?
I think you're ready. You're always ready. and you're never ready, but you're always ready.
Ready for what? What are we doing?
Travel.
Yes.
Okay.
Through Hyperborea.
Oh, no. That place, it's so cold. It's too cold. For us, my feet. No. Go. We should go somewhere warm. Yes. We should go to Zamora. Yes, we should go to Zamora. Much better. Feet in better condition. Yes.
I'll get you wraps.
I don't like wraps.
But frostbite bad.
Yeah. Why Hyperborea? Why?
That's what the crows detailed. That's what they said to do.
Oh, wait, crows? That is different. Crows, rather, very similar. Yes, same family, but no, different. Okay, that means something entirely different now. Oh, okay, yes, let us go to Hyperborea. If the crows specifically are saying to go there, we should go. Ravens, they will trick you.
Okay.
So I think
What?
we see. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I'm just being crazy.
I think we see the four of you, or the five of you, that is, on horseback. And we see this sort of montage of you traveling east and north. Maybe for a while you're traveling with a caravan as guards, and you split off at some point. It takes you a couple of weeks before you're guided to this small village that you saw in your vision. And it is a very small village. There's maybe a dozen huts. There's one longhouse there. But the men and women see you coming up, and they stand too near their small wall with spears and shields, and cry out, "Halt! What is your business at the doorstep of the Valley of the Dead?"
Oh, yes. Funny story. A bird visited this one in dream. Said we have to come here. There's more to it. Hilt, what was it? You know. Tell them about the door and the thing and the destiny and whatever. Yes.
Jarl of the Blood Ravens is making preparations to lay an attack upon Aquilonia and other small villages nearby and annihilate them. And we are going to go on this alternate route that was shown to me by my dead sister, as well as crows and ravens advising me of the best way. And this door is the way that we have to go, that we were shown.
We're shown by ravens.
Were they ravens or were they crows? This is an actually question.
They were ravens.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then. Come, you'll need to speak to the village leader, and they lead you up to this long log house. And there's no door on it. There's just like basically a hide curtain, and they brush it aside. You see a large fire pit in the middle, rough wooden pews and seats around the edges, deep, thick furs from elk and bear. But directly across from the flyer, and directly across from the door, you see this huge throne built of bone. And sitting upon it is a young boy, maybe somewhere between 10 and 12 years old, in furs, dressed like everyone else, but with only one eye, where his left eye should be. It's just a mass of scar tissue. And sitting above him on the edges of this throne are the two ravens that you remember from your dream, or at least they look very much like them. And the boy looks up at you with his one eye, and then he tilts his head, so it's the only thing looking at you is the scarred pit where his left eye was. And he goes, "You have come to walk the bone road, to fight
Yes.
the blood raven.
Yes.
The bone road will be open to you.
And my companions?
All of you who wish to go. but I must warn you. The valley that we guard is a horrific battlefield. There was once a war fought through Hyperborea, and in this valley, over a 3-year period, tens of thousands died. Their bones are the ground. Every step you take will be upon the death of another human being. Carrion and the undead plague the valley. Stay to the center as much as you can. You will ride for 3 days and 3 nights. And if you survive that, you will come to a great stone wall surrounding an ancient monastery, to a being that does not belong to this world. If you find your way into the monastery, you find your way past its guardians, you will find the black door, the weeping door, the door of tears. If you are able to pass through that, you will find yourself where you need to be to strike at the Blood Raven. But it is not an easy journey, and most who even go into the boneyards just to pilfer from the dead do not return, and no one who has traveled more than 2 days along the path has ever returned except for me. And as far as I got was the wall of the monastery before I was beaten back, having left my eye on the battlefield.
Do you know what this being is inside the monastery?
None do. It is said that the guardian of the monastery lives and yet does not live, sleeps but does not dream, is death in 2 worlds. But as to what it is, I do not know.
See, I have sent couriers for warning ahead of time to everyone who may possibly be affected, but I am not a noble. I do not know if they will actually heed my warnings.
It is foreseen that if the Blood Raven brings his horde south, Aquilonia will fall. However, if the Blood Raven is slain, the force that he's brought together will fracture back into their individual tribes and clans and war bands, and the South will be saved.
Who
I
are
see.
you, and why do you know all this?
I am the one who walked the bone path to the walls of the monastery and left his eye. I am the one that the ravens found and returned here to sit upon this throne and to warn those who would travel the bone road of what they risked, and to interpret what the ravens see for those who cannot speak as they speak. I
That's a
have
real
done
long
that
name.
for 1,000 years. I have no name, child.
It says the 10-year-old boy.
Yes.
3,000-year-old,
Right.
10-year-old boy.
Did we
You may-
risk losing our souls when we walk this path?
It is likely you will die, and your bones will litter the path, and your souls will be fettered to the dead in the valley. Yes. But perhaps
If I join my sister, then so be it.
Well, the character of the soul matters. Many who pass beyond the gates of life in the valley are trapped as ghosts forever in the valley. But those of truly valiant or truly powerful may find a way out of the mists and into the afterlife they deserve.
I believe that we can make it. This is an important journey.
I was told of your coming, so I assume that there is at least a chance.
Do any of your tribe men wish to join us?
No. We guard the mouth of the valley to ensure no one foolishly crosses its border without knowing the risks they face. We do not cross it. All of my flock here know the dangers beyond, and none of us will join you. You may take your horses with you, or you may leave them here, whatever you choose. Regardless, whether you ride or walk, it will be 3 days and 3 nights for you to reach the monastery. The land within the valley is not the land of this world.
She doesn't, but...
Question. Don't mean to interrupt. Hi.
And he'll sort of step forward.
You are of the Raven. See, one there and one there. And we go to fight the Raven. One here and here.
And he points to Hilda's head.
Why is this? Why are the Ravens fighting?
Well, the Blood Raven is a name of a clan. I do not believe they actually are associated with ravens beyond the fact that they feed the battlefield with the dead, and that is what the ravens and crows feed upon. They might as well be called the Carrion, the clan of Carrion.
Okay. Second question. Pardon,
Yes.
old person. You have skin of my brother, and you have skin of my sister there.
And he points to the bear skin and the elk skin. All kinds of.
Did you ask their permission to use it? Or did you steal it from them?
We steal nothing. The animals come to us when they are tired and old, and we give them the last rites, and we allow them the dignity of death here, and we take upon them their lives, and we allow them to continue with us here.
I might be permitted.
And he just wants to put his hand on the bear
Actually, he
skin.
doesn't stop you at all.
Yeah, and he's just putting on, and his ability senses living animals, but I'm just kind of flavoring it as touching and trying to reach out to the bear spirit.
You actually feel the spirit of the bear there within the lounge, almost as if you can see it curled at the floor of the child's throne.
Yeah, good. Yes, you tell truth. It can be trusted. Yes, there. Yes, we can trust this one. As far as we can trust any creature that is 1,000 years old and calls us child. Yeah.
Then we break bread and wine and seal our hearts and souls for tomorrow's journey.
The village is yours. Relax, enjoy, speak to all the villagers, ask any questions that you would. I recommend that you start the journey the moment the sun breaks the plain, the first light touches your body. Put your feet upon the bone road.
Any coin for being valiant? Saving?
Coin?
Yes.
We do not deal in coin. We work for one another to protect one another. All that we make, we consume.
Gem? Jewel?
He smiles and he pulls out a piece of polished bone and he hands it over to you. This is a piece I have been working on for quite some time. You are welcome to have it.
To look at it, assess it. And then she sort of thinks about the Valley of Bones. And you kind of see her assessing if this is really worth all of this. And then she shrugs. Food is free.
Absolutely. Food and drink is free. You may shelter with the villagers. You may shelter in here tonight if you like.
Warm fire.
Indeed.
I'm hungry. And she kind of like moves towards.
And there's some cooking fires. You see people, they're bringing out food now and drink, and the villagers are mingling with you now that you've passed the interview with this being. So if there's anything else you'd like to ask or anything else you'd like to do in the evening, just let me know.
At some point, Hild does approach Alancha and will like whisper to you, after we kill the Jarl, he should have, with his greed, items that you could review and appraise.
And her eyes kind of light up. We have lots to do first, but
Yes.
hope so.
Yes. And then she'll go and like sit with the group and stuff and eat and kind of look at this young child god. She's unsure, but I think she kind of is leaning towards God of some kind. Not Urhogs, but or
No,
Demi
no.
to some sort of sense.
I would hope it is not God. Gods are bad business. Oh, goodness. No. Oh, I hope not. Oh, jeez. No.
And like
Wait.
she will ask, how have you lived 1,000 years?
The valley needs a guardian. And since I was foolish enough to breach the valley to its end, I was chosen to sit upon the throne and guard it for as long as I could, or until someone else came back to take my place.
I see. Are you tired of your vigil?
No. The ravens show me so much of the world. I learn something new every day. But in time, I would like to rest. I freed the young girl who sat upon this throne before me. And I would like to see where it was that she went when she passed out of the throne. And you realize he has never moved from this throne. He's not gotten up, he's not moved, he's not eaten anything, he's not drank anything. He's just sat there.
I assume that I can sense like sorceress elements, sort of. Okay, yeah, I assume.
Yeah, he is so potent, magically potent, that he almost glows to your inner eye. But you don't get the sense that he is magical. You get the sense that something magical is working through him.
Yeah, conduit. Yes. Yes. Oh. Don't make it angry.
And she'll like turn towards the ravens and she thanks them for leading her here. And before she leaves to go again, eat and sleep and rest.
And whenever you're talking to the boy or to the ravens, like all three of their heads move in unison. They're always looking at the exact same direction, the exact same point. And when you thank the ravens, they nod their heads, and so does the boy, all at the same time. It's a little unnerving.
Valentia would pull on Urhog's cloak.
What?
He's there.
Yeah.
Because he walked
Yeah.
to the door.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And now he has to be there.
Yeah.
We're trying to walk to the door.
Oh, no. We will. Do not. There is no try. We will be fine.
So we have to sit there next? I don't want to sit there.
No. We won't sit there. No. We'll make it through the door. We'll go up to Hypobolia. We'll get our frostbite. We'll kill some ravens. Blood ravens. You'll get crown. He'll get closure. It'll be It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I want to talk to you though about your kind. You need to you need to be better with people. You know, you know, if you're going to be interacting like this, you must read the room. Look. Ask for coin. Look at this room. It's trees, logs make up the walls. Furs make up the blankets. There is stone for the fire. There is no gold or silver. It is bone. They have no money. Their treasure comes different ways.
So bribe for different things.
Oh no, I just mean they can't pay you, so maybe don't ask. You know, kind of awkward when you do it.
But it's easier to just take things. But
Oh, no,
I mean, I could just
no,
take things from them instead.
No stealing from the thing that is the conduit for something that has been around for 1,000 years. No. Very bright, very blinding.
So I can't. I shouldn't steal from. Shouldn't ask for coin.
I have an idea. Let me see. Do you have anything of value? Go ahead. Give it. Like dagger, coin. Go ahead. Yeah, come on.
And
Hey,
you
trust
see,
me. Trust me, please.
Elantra will pull out the gold coin that she got in the bag.
Perfect. Okay, watch this.
And so Urhog's gonna like sneak over and he's gonna like put it into like Jatai's pocket or in his bag or something. And then he's gonna sneak back.
Okay, go get it. Go. I don't want to say fetch, but that's kind of what works for the dogs. But that would seem kind of demeaning. But yeah, go steal. You get it out of system.
And Elantra knows what Urhog is doing, and so she'll
At least one of us does.
play along a bit where she, kind of like does that thing where like, scratching her chin, like, I wonder where it could be, and like walks like the long way around, and then we'll sneak up behind Jatai and try to take the coin back. I'm curious how sneaky Urhog was in putting it there.
I am like Jungle Cat. What is wrong?
I'll gladly take this, Urhog. Thank you.
What? Oh, how did you know? What? His eyes like a hook. Oh, I forgot. He's like hook. Oh, whoopsie. Well, win some, lose some. Yes.
So Elantra will wait till Jatai pockets the coin that he thinks that Urhog gave him, and then Elantra will try to steal the coin back.
Give me an edge check. And Jatai, you give me an edge check too.
$11.
12.
All right. So, Elantra, you're able to slip your fingers in and get that coin right back without Jatai being any aware of it.
And Elantra goes back to Urhog, and it's like, I'm bored again.
What? Oh, kids these days, no attention span. Oh, the fire's so on. Okay, what else? Go steal something from Hilda. Anything, like something funny. Don't take something important, she'll probably kill you. But,
she would, and her eye sparkle is going to be a challenge.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
All right. Elantra, Hilt, have some edge checks.
Strength. But I rolled the best I can. I got a time.
11.
Okay. So what is it that you steal, Elantra, from Hild?
So I'll toss it back to Hild. What do you think you might have?
Wait, I got a new skill. I have steel trap reflexes. So I also rolled an 11 because it increases my edge stat by, or no, never mind. I had a 4. I bumped it up to a 5. So you still won.
You're good. Okay.
I misunderstood.
So what do you think you have that would be something you wouldn't be mad about if I took it, but might be funny that it's gone?
I think it would be funny if you try to grab my two-handed axe. I don't know if you could lift it,
I have a
but
might value of 3.
oh yeah,
so
I don't think you could. But okay.
I think that would be funny though, that like maybe she does the thing where she finds like a log or something, and so like you have it maybe sort of like
just leaned against my back, like you leaned a log against my back
exactly.
instead of
So like I take it and then just like lean to something else there, and you don't see that. But then she is like off in the corner, kind of being a brat, trying to like do something with it, and she just like smacks it against the stone wall.
So you hear this noise, Hill. You hear this noise of metal against stone behind you.
And she turns and she looks, and she lets out this just large belly laugh, because like you're clearly trying to like pick it up, but you can't, so you're dragging it. And like she comes up, and she's such a large woman, and she just kind of like pats your head as she grabs it from you easily, slings it over her shoulder, and just, silly. Alancha, let's eat.
You didn't notice though.
You did. You are very sneaky.
I am.
Good job.
And I'll go get food.
So the evening passes with food and drink, good fellowship with these villagers. They tell you of their hunts and of the crops they plant and of the dead that occasionally wander out of the valley that they have to properly kill and consecrate their bones and bury them outside of the valley. That's the most of their days and nights are spent that way. They point out some of their favorite constellations as the night sky darkens. And then, before you know it, you're awoken shortly before dawn by a group of villagers. If you are going upon the road, it is time to prepare yourselves.
Thank you.
And they lead you. Are you taking your horses, or are you leaving them in the village?
I'll leave mine in the village.
Yeah, because it's not gonna change our journey at all, and then we're gonna reach the monastery, and I don't know if we're really gonna be able to make use of them there.
Okay. So the villagers say, "We will care for your horses, and if you return, they will be here for you. If not, they will serve the community. Unless you would have us send them somewhere with a caravan. We get caravans come through here from time to time." All right, they will be here for you when you return. I am sure we will see you again.
Thank you.
You see a couple of the kids are crying, and some of the villagers are looking a little teary-eyed too, because although they said they think they'll see you again, none of them really believe that you're going to make it out of here. But they take you to this, it's basically a wall of mists. But as they take you to it, and as the first rays of the sun strike at your feet, a path sort of blows away, and you see a field of bones stretching out to the horizon before you. Who's leading the group into the bone field?
Realistically, I'm probably not the best choice, but it will be me.
So as your foot crunches down and you feel bones shatter and powder beneath your weight, shifting. I mean, there's probably 6 inches of bone. It's almost like you're wading through bone, like you would push through a light snow field. And you slowly make your way into the valley. You realize once you were all pierced the valley that there is a deep fog along the ground, but the sky is overcast, whereas before you came into the valley, it was clear. And the undersides of the clouds are dark gray and bruised ochre and red, almost as if a blood rain were to fall. The sound of bones snapping and crunching beneath your feet is almost constant, and the temperature seems to drop to near freezing. You smell death, but old death, powdered death, like rotting books and old bones and leather that's gone to rot. You hear moaning from all around you, but nothing other than you seems to move. But each step is difficult. And I need everybody to make me a grit check.
Got a 7.
6.
11, and I got a 10 on my
On your flex die?
flex die.
Fantastic.
Nice.
12.
All right.
6.
Woo!
So Urhog and Hild, although this is pressing against you, although moving through the bones are very difficult, you're able to do so without any real physical strain. However, Jatai and Alancia, you both, it costs you 1 stamina point as you're pushing through this valley. And all of these environmental factors are just exhausting you, wearing you down, tearing at you. But hours seem to pass. It's difficult to tell because there's no sunlight here. The quality of light never changes. It's always this oppressive gray gloom. The sound never changes. It's a constant crushing sound of bones. You're making your way. You feel like you're walking up a slight slope, and the temperature continues to drop. So it almost feels like you're walking into foothills, but you don't see any change in slope. You just feel the strain in your legs and in your lower back. And it's just wearing at you. Urhog, probably your time spent outdoors constantly, and Hild, your time spent in the north. You're able to adapt to these conditions a little easier than our city-born thief and our horse lord. But as the day, you assume it's got to be around lunchtime because your stomachs are starting to hunger. Although even that is a ghost of what you would expect, almost like you feel disassociated with your own bodies. But you do feel compelled to stop and eat as strength begins to drain from you.
Daybreak. The skies have closed their eyes upon me, and the bones drag me down.
Whose idea was it to not take the horses?
The horse lord. Do you have he's sparing the horses from this terrible fate. Yeah, it is good. Good decision.
I cannot bring them
My
through
feet
this.
wouldn't hurt like this.
Difficulty of the terrain, it is likely that their legs would have broken and they would have been cursed to haunt this path as well.
Fine. And Atlantia does not eat with any amount of dignity. So she just is shoveling food into her mouth.
And although you know it should taste good, the villagers provisioned you well for several days. The food tastes bland, almost as if it's on the edge of turning, but it hasn't. The water is tepid and tastes slightly of copper or rust, as if somebody had mixed, small amount of blood into your water. But it's filling and it gives you the energy you need to push on. The day continues, the weight of it continues to push against you. You feel that it must be late afternoon, although you cannot tell, when something changes in your vision. You're looking at the bone fields before you, and they are jagged, areas and clumps of deeper bones where war rhinoceroses and horses had died. But this is different because it seems to be moving towards you. A small wall of bones moving towards you. And as they get closer and the gloom parts, you see 6 walking corpses. One in black scale armor with a large axe, and tethered to him by spectral chains are ghosts that are screaming. And you just hear this gibbering howl coming from these skeletons, and where no sound should be coming at all, for they have no lungs. But it's a death rattle, and you know they're hungry for your souls. So, let's have some fun.
My.
Let's roll some initiative.
Restless are descending. What's the initiative again? It's just a...
That's just an edge check
Edge.
without your flex die.
Okay.
8.
Also 8.
7.
Also 7. Hey.
All right. Let me roll for these guys. Not so. This is going to shock you, but skeletons, not so fast. Not so fast.
I can see that, yeah.
They skip leg day.
They definitely skip leg day. Some of them are just skipped legs altogether. They got a little better.
I feel like after what happened last time, Alantra probably just like sees them coming and just sort of stands behind Hild after like seeing her.
It's like a single file, so that it
Yeah.
just looks like there's Hild.
Everybody's like, holy shit.
And then
So we've got the Jitai and Alancha up first, tied with the skeleton and the black scale mail, but I'm gonna let you guys go before him.
Yeah, that's not what we want to have happen. We want him to go first.
So sorry. You guys are right now, you're at medium range from them.
Okay, I'll draw my bow.
Mhm.
And then notch a couple bone arrows that have been carving secretly along the path.
Okay,
And fire at the skellies.
I like it. Are you firing at the one in the heavier armor, or are you firing at the others with him?
The other one's not the heavy black armor guy.
Okay.
Let's see, that's edge. Rolled a 8.
An 8. So first arrow comes in, skitters off the ribs of one of them, and it doesn't even slow down. Doesn't even seem like it noticed it.
I'll try again with a second attack. The same skeleton. Oh, I rolled an 8 again. But what if I stamina to make it a 9?
You'd have to stamina to make it a 10. But if you want to spend 2 stamina points, you
Yeah,
can.
let's do it.
All right, so
I'll do both.
you aim tighter, you pull your drawback harder. How much damage do you do?
Let's see, I have a D8. Oh, only 3 damage.
3. So the arrow strikes, and you see it shatter a bone, but it doesn't do as much damage as you were expecting. However, it did hit. So this one skeleton has been staggered back a bit, and is a little wobbly, but he's still on his feet. Alancha.
I'm going to do a focus attack
Mhm.
so that I'm making this with a +2 modifier.
And you're throwing a javelin?
Yes, throwing a javelin. Yes. So she is like sort of behind Hild a little bit. But Hild is tall, and so she's sort of just like bending around, kind of around a leg.
Little sidearm javelin throw.
Yes. All right. That is an 8 on my D8 flex die.
Nice. So that's an automatic hit. Or
then,
depending on what you get.
So the hit itself would be a 13.
A 13? Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, are you striking at the one in the scale mail or one of the others?
One of the others.
Okay, so a 13 definitely hits. And since it was on your hit roll and you succeeded without, the flex die then gives you 1 stamina point back.
Okay. Good. And then I will go ahead and spend that stamina point to make this an impaling throw.
Nice.
Which will then double the rolled damage die. So let me roll my damage. Okay, so the damage would have been a 6, so it is instead a 12.
So what's it look like when your javelin shatters this skeleton?
So she kind of does that, kind of leaning off to the right side. She does sort of that, like, kind of sidearm, pitch kind of a thing at one of these. And so I imagine she's, if they were in a bit of a line, so to speak, she's going to take in the one that was kind of on the edge so that it can't kind of flank around or anything. And I imagine it's sort of kind of doing this weird through the ribs kind of a thing, given that it's a skeleton.
I like it. So yeah, it goes right through the ribs, shattering the rib cage, snaps the spine. The thing sort of collapses down upon itself. This brings us to the skeletal champion. Having seen you all striking from a distance, you see it pull up this great war bow, pull back the string, and he's going to fire. I know flavor-wise, you guys are all hiding behind Hild, but in reality-wise, I'm going to roll a random die. We're going to see who gets hit.
Of course.
It's Hild, though. So, I mean, that's luck of the draw. Well, it's firing
flavor
at Hild.
and reality.
I don't know that it's going to do much good. We'll see, because it's definitely not its best skill. What's your 7? What's your physical defense?
7.
Okay, so strikes out at you. Pardon me, I've got to look to see who wins in a tie. I've been playing so many different games lately that I need to double check this.
I believe you win if it's a tie.
Yeah, it's meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. Yes, it is.
Yep.
All right, so Hill, this is not going to really hurt you that bad. That's not that bad. You take 4 points of damage minus your armor. I think
Good.
So.
Yeah.
So it just pings off of your armor. And you see the skeleton look at its warbow, tosses it down, and pulls out a great bone axe. And that brings us to Urhog and Hild.
I will go first if that's okay. Okay. He's going to... This is new. I don't think Jitai has seen this. So Urhog is just going to start... And he will spit into his hand, and he will rub it on Hild's weapon.
And I'm gonna go ahead and do the middle one. I'm not gonna do like go crazy yet. So I'm gonna spend some life points. So you'll have an extra D8 on damage. With your axe, like the two-handed thing that you normally do.
Cool.
So that's one action. Oh my god, it's so difficult typing. And then second action, he is going to
Rip one of the buried tiny little talons and bones from his skin that he has painstakingly hollowed out to make them whistles.
And then he's going to target. There are other like flanking skeletons and such still. Are those still?
Yeah.
So
there's still 4 more skeletons.
So he'll target one of those, and he'll look at it, and he'll blow the whistle, and then like Borhog will see it, like this flock of like hawks and falcons and such, just like spirits, just race down on it and start hacking away at it, and maybe you can see like some scrapes and things, but you don't see the spirits.
Because you are not Orog. Back off.
And then so it's a long range D6 +1 sorcery attack. So let me do my sorcery attack first. It's a wits test with my D10. Yeah. Okay. So that is a 9 on my sorcery attack. Not a good roll.
It's good enough though for one of these skeletons.
Hey.
So the spirit birds begin to rake at it. How much damage do you do?
I'm gonna spend a stamina point to get an extra D4 on this.
Nice.
And roll my damage. See if I can maybe take one of these guys out. Okay. 4 + 1 is 5 plus a 3. It's 8 points of damage.
Exactly what you needed. So you see this deluge of these spiritual birds begin to peck and just tear at this, and its talons ripping at it, and they literally just grab parts of its bone body and pull away and fly away with them, and it just kind of evaporates into the air.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
So what do we see? Because we don't actually see the bird, so we
You
just see
see
the
it-
bits of this bone just like
Actually,
breaking
in this valley, you do see the birds. You see exactly what he described, what he conjured. You see them basically flying out of his mouth and his outstretched hands, and it's just like spiritual fog. But they get about 2 or 3 feet away from him, you see the wings erupt from these things, and you just see this flock of spiritual birds tearing this thing apart and then flying away with the bones and disappearing.
It just like turns the craziest look on his face towards you, Elijah, and just laughs maniacally.
and actually seeing this for the first time. Like Aloncha's eyes are just very wide,
like,
and she's just
he's crazy,
slow nodding.
but he's not crazy. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Wow.
No. Talon. Birds. Yeah, focus.
Hild, you're up.
I'm gonna spend a stamina point so I can move in without having to use one of my attacks.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to swing at the big guy.
I like it.
Wait, okay, that's right. Okay. Ooh. That's not okay. So nothing on my flex. 14. Does that hit the big guy?
Oh yeah, you hit the big guy for sure.
Okay. And then now I have a D12 in my might
And a D8 for me.
and a
And you knock him
D8.
prone.
And I still roll my flex. Okay, flex said nay. So you gave me a D8, rolled an 8. Awesome. I got a
Nice.
7 though on my 12.
Still nice.
25?
All right,
Wow.
minus his armor, but he's so you knock him down. So your axe shears through his rib cage, down through his collarbone, snaps, gets caught on the right side of his rib cage for a second, and you pull it out, and he staggers and then falls prone to the ground. He's still moving, but he's probably not moving for long. But he is
Release.
prone now, so you get +1 to hit him.
Okay. Release these spirits. And my second action, I'm going to hit him again, hopefully.
I like it.
Okay. Only a 5 on my flex. 10 hits.
10 is a hit, yes.
Cool. And then I still have my D8, my 12. 20.
Minus his armor. He's again, you kind of shatter his pelvis while he's on the ground, but whatever's animating him it has not let go yet. You can still see him thrashing. You can see the dull glow in his eye sockets, but he is mostly pulverized bone at this point. Bringing us to the ghosts. So, Hild, since you're right there, one of these ghosts on this tether, just you see it's what looked like it looks like the face of a normal human warrior at first, but then it pulls back into this rictus grin, and then it just opens, and his mouth just continues to seem to open, and inside it you see he vomits out eyeballs. And then his own eyes get wide and slip out of his socket. And then you see this ethereal blade in his hand come swinging at you as he screams. So 11 hits you.
Is this sorcery or physical?
Physical.
Yes.
All right.
Yes to both, but I was just curious
Okay.
which one it was.
I was like, wow.
Wow. Somebody did some upgrading.
No.
12 points of damage bypassing your armor.
Okay, so I take 5.
No, you take all 12. No
oh,
armor.
shit. Yeah, you're right.
And then as the last of these eyeballs fall out of its mouth, it's almost like its jaws unhinges, and it's like he's trying to swallow your face as he's screaming at you, and you just feel dead air hit you in the face. I need you to make a grit check against his wits attack. Got a good roll.
$11. That's the best I can get.
That's good, but he got a 12. So it happens. You feel this coldness in your body, and you feel this absolute terror, and the animal part of your brain takes over, and you know that you have to run. You have to get as far away from this thing as you can. You can never allow it to breathe on you again. So next round, mechanically speaking, you have to spend the entire time running away from this ghost as fast as humanly possible.
Oof. I have to, if it meets, it beats. So I'd have to spend 2.
You'd have to spend 2.
To not be feared.
You could spend 2 to not be feared.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so you feel this absolute terror washing over you, and then I think you feel the hand of your sister on your shoulder, and you hear the sounds of the ravens in your ears, and it girds you with this inner warmth and light, and you're able to push aside this ghost's attack and stand your ground. I like it. The other skeletons begin to move up to attack. One of them will attack Hild. The one that Jatai wounded will attack Hild. And the other 2 remaining skeletons will move up towards the rest of the group. They will not get there this round, though, because they're not that fast. This one lone skeleton is gonna do his best. We'll see. Does a 10 hit you?
Yeah.
10 points of damage, but take your armor off. So whatever your minus your armor.
Okie dokie.
That brings us back around to the top of the round with Jatai and Elantra. So these skeletons have moved up. They are now within touch range of you.
Got your back, Hilde. You fight like Lena. No, pull my scimitar out and slash that skeleton that ran up on me.
I like it.
Let's see, my might is D6. Ooh, that's a 6. That's 12 total.
12 hits.
Damage is a D8. Only a 2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, you chip away at this skeleton, you hit it, but it is not down. Should you have another attack?
Yeah, I'll continue the barrage. One more deck.
I like it. Against the same one, I'm assuming?
Yeah, save 1. This time I rolled poorly. It's only a 7.
7 does not hit. So it manages somehow to move out of the way of your scimitar. You know, you're used to fighting flesh and blood. Maybe your scimitar just literally passes right between a couple of ribs and just fluffs it. All right, Alansha.
Okay. I would like to. I can still do like a throwing star throw to something that came up towards me.
Yes, you
I
can.
can still do the ranged. Okay. So I'm gonna do that because I'm gonna switch off to this. So she's gonna grab a throwing star, and she will again do a focused attack. So it's a +2 modifier.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be a 13.
13 hits.
Damage is a swap that out. Oh gosh. Okay. A 5.
5. So the shuriken goes in, strikes at the thing's spine. You wobble it, but it does not fall. That brings us to Hild and Urhog.
We can totally, like, I don't know, unless Aaron doesn't want us to metagame this, but like, you know, because it's like my turn, right? Like I have to re-up it. So I'm not sure how that works. Like if I take the slot in the previous round, does that like
or if I go
keep
first?
me? Yeah. How you want to play
Hild
it?
can go first and keep it. I don't have an issue with that.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
This is Conan, for God's sake. This is sword and sorcery.
Okay. I'm gonna take a whack at this guy. He's still prone?
He's still prone.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's going to stay prone, to be honest with you, after this hit.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. I was like, whoa. Okay. 6. 13.
13 is a hit.
Okay. And now time for damage. Boom, boom. Boom. Oh, my D12 loves me. 12. Oh.
It's candy.
I got 4 from Hef. 15. Ooh, and my D10, very nice. I got a 0, which is a 10. And yeah. So 12, 16.
That was a 10 on your flex die?
So 23 total damage, 10 on my flex.
So that would enact the massive damage rules. But I mean, the base damage was absolutely enough to destroy this thing. So what's it look like when you utterly obliterate this skeletal champion?
She does. She just kind of continues to just crush him. So this time she throws down, just mashes his skull, puts a split in it. Maybe partially through whatever headpiece armor that he had, and I think he had like a shackle around his neck, and then also through this shackle. And then with my second attack, are there still any?
There's a skeleton, another skeleton right next to you, and then of course there's the ghost that's flying around you.
Okay.
And then there are two skeletons that are next near Alansha and Jatai, but they are not, they're medium range from you at this point.
Are these minions, the ghost and the skeleton?
The skeleton is definitely a minion.
Okay.
You don't think the ghost is, though.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to hit the skeleton.
I mean, behind the scenes, you don't, based on how hard the ghost hit and what it could do, you doubt he's a minion.
Actually, the ghost hurt a lot. I'm gonna go for the ghost.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. 5. 12. Does 12 hit?
It would hit if you could hit a ghost. Your axe just passes through its body. You just swing and you almost swing yourself all the way around. And it just reforms as your axe goes through it. And that takes us to Urhog.
Okay.
All right. Urhog's going to see his new friend swinging and missing. And you said it's flying around, or is it just like hovering? All right.
I mean, it's not flying fast. It's sort of,
He fucking hurts, is what I'm saying.
On a hunch, I think I'm gonna try a sorcery attack against it. So I'm gonna yank out one of my talons, and I'm gonna whistle once more, and like another flock will come down to try to harass this thing. Oh my god, that's a 1 on the flex, but it's a 5 on my die, so it's 11. My sorcery attack.
11 hits.
Okay. And if you're saying he hit, Ashley, I'll spend a stamina to do another d4 on this. God, it's impossible if Okay. That is that's a 6, but a 2. So that is 9 total, because I've got a +1. So 9 total.
So you see these talons once again. Everybody sees these talons shred this ghost, and part of its ectoplasmic body just sort of floats away, and now it's more just like a torso with just one arm and this horrific face, but the rest of it has been torn away by this spectral flock.
And it's still like I would see it as it's like still intact and still
it's still embodied.
Okay, then sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and use my second action to cast another one of these.
Go for it.
Since
please and thank you, because that thing took 12 of my health.
Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a 10 to hit on my sorcery attack.
Yep.
All right, and I'm not going to do the extra stamina. I'm just going to do a flying attack because I don't want to spend all the stamina. Yeah, nothing on the flex. That is 5 total damage this time.
So more talons come in and shred it. It's still there's still an ectoplasmic mass moving above you. Now it looks almost more like a ghostly fog with just this horrific head above it. Now the skeletons, well, no, actually the ghost itself, screaming, enraged, strikes again at Hild, who's right in front of it. Does an 11 hit?
Oh.
Okay. Ten life points of damage.
Yuck. Yuck.
So I'm down to 20 health out of 45 to give you guys a concept of where your meat bag is sitting, okay?
And with its second action, after you did not run from its scream, it's just going to swing again at you. Got a 10 on the die for a 13 to hit, so I know that hits. But not great on damage. Just 9 points of damage this time.
Oh gosh.
And it doesn't even look like this spectral blade, this ethereal blade is attached to anything anymore. It's just sort of like rotating around this ectoplasmic mass and slashing through you. And as that ethereal blade passes through you again, the skeleton next to you strikes out with its rusted scimitar. This, I don't think, is going to be quite as effective. I don't think a 6 hits you.
No, thank God.
So then it just sort of shambles on. They can only, so it moves past you. The other 2 skeletons that are still up, one swings at Elantia, Well, that gets a little 12 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
12. 11 points of damage minus your armor.
Okay.
And the one attacking Jatai also gets a 12 to hit.
Good.
And does 9 points of damage minus your armor.
I'll take 6.
All right. Bring us back around to the top of round 3. So all 3 skeletons that are still up have been hit, and the ghost has been damaged.
Probably my scimitar for another swing, but this time I hear Villion shouting at me to strike at spots that are effective, so it's limbs.
Okay, so yeah, I forgot to remind you. So once per round, somebody can invoke Valion to assist. You get +2 on your attack.
I also thought about that and was like, I should do that next time. Don't beat me to it.
Sucker.
Hmm?
Okay, it helps. I got a 10.
That's a hit. So what's it look like when your scimitar finally tears through the skeleton?
Yeah, I strike at its kneecaps so it falls over a bit. Strike at its arms, rib cage. Bones start shattering.
And you've got one more action left. The other skeleton that's attacking Elisha is close enough to you that you can attack it if you want.
Yeah, I'll swing over and help out Alancha.
You still get the +2. You get the +2 for the entire round, so for both of your actions.
That is a max roll. That'll be 14 to hit.
That is a hit.
Damage, I got max on the flex and 8.
Ooh,
damage is
massive
13.
damage.
So yeah, what's it look like when you take this one out as well?
Yeah, finally hearing Villion explain that these are undead. You're supposed to hit them in these spots. It gets through my pea brain. And I'm able to effectively hit all these limbs, phalanges, bones fly around.
So it's just it's just like a whirlwind of bones flying out in all directions as these skeletons get decimated by Jatai's flashing scimitar. Elisha.
She'll kind of nod to Jatai for taking care of the one that was attacking her and did a good chunk of damage. So she would grab a javelin out from her back and see if she can do anything. Are we through with skeletons?
There's one skeleton that's still harassing Hild, had been harassing her and was moving away from her. And then there's what's left of the ghost.
Okay, and she's going to assume, possibly incorrectly, that she can't do anything to the ghost, so she is going to throw the javelin at the skeleton.
I like it.
Oh, heck yeah, that's a max of both. So that's a 8 on the flex die. So I'll grab a source or a stamina for that. And then the to hit is a 13.
You hit. So describe what it looks like when you kill this skeleton, because he'd already been hit before. So.
Oh, okay. So don't even bother rolling damage. Okay. So this is a javelin, and so she is going to kind of like close an eye, line it up, and she's basically trying to like toss the javelin. Like, I'm assuming this will do damage, but sort of like through the eye hole. Like she's kind of trying to like aim it, basically. So that's how she's going to take this one out.
So you see this javelin come out of nowhere. Hild, you see it flies right, you can see it out of the corner of your eye, and it strikes into the right eye hole of this skeleton's skull and lifts the entire skull off of the spine. You see the body, it's almost in slow motion. You see the body of the skeleton crumble, and the skull just flies on a gentle arc and then lands with the javelin somewhere in the bone field. The only thing left is this ectoplasmic cloud with Urhog and Hild up.
So I suppose I could.
Oh, you got your second action. Sorry, yeah,
throw another. Yeah, because I realized I didn't do a focus attack with that one, so I'll give it a shot, see what happens. So she'll grab out another javelin and see what she can do. All right, nothing with the flex, but still maxed my edge for 13.
So the javelin flies true. It strikes this ghost right through its head, passes right through the head. The ghost reforms. Head kind of pivots on this cloud of ectoplasm to look at you, maybe thinking that your soul would be tasty. I don't think it's going to get the chance, but we'll see. Urhog and Hild, you're up.
Urhog's gonna yell out to Hild and be like,
Hild, stop dancing around. What? Stop. Stay still.
and then he'll attempt to rip another one of his little embedded talons. He'll blow his little whistle and he'll call forth more spirits. Okay. I'm curious how much damage you guys have all taken. I always hit myself. That's basically what I do. Like by the end of a combat, I've usually done like somewhere between, I don't know, 7 and 15 points of damage to myself. All right.
Eeh, I'm
I've
doing 8.
taken 34.
Oh my god, that would kill me.
Yeah, that's rough.
Me too.
That's tough. Would not kill me, just so you know.
Tough old man.
All right, here we go. That's a 10. So 10 on my sorcerer attack, nothing on the flex.
That's a hit.
Okay. I have 2 actions, so I'm going to hold off on spending the stamina. Let's see what I can do. Okay, that's gonna be a 4 points of damage.
Describe what it looks like. It only had 2 hit points left.
Okay, so he's just gonna call out again to Hild.
Hild, please stop. It's very distracting.
And then the spirits are just gonna like rush past you. And so like you just feel like this like spectral wind, and it just swarms, and like I'm gonna say they almost congeal for a moment into the cloud, and then there's like a burst, and you see all these feathers just flying off in this different directions, and the cloud is no more.
And then everything is quiet again. It's almost as if the encounter never happened. It's just bones on the ground under your feet, the same bones that have been under your feet all day. You can't even, it's almost impossible even to differentiate the corpses of the skeletons you just slew, except for the one in the black armor. It's almost as if it was a futile attempt. But you survived, so perhaps it was not all that futile. But you're tired, you're beaten, you're bruised, you're bleeding, and it's late. Do you want to take a recovery action? Maybe you can if you'd like to. Stop and recover.
Blanchard will look at Hild, who looks
I would like to.
pretty bad.
I don't look bad. I interpret it as more of like I took spiritual damage.
Yeah.
So she looks suddenly pale and almost ghostly and kind of translucent herself to a point, because she took so much of her spirit was just shredded. And she's exhausted and tired.
So as a reminder for everybody, the recovery action, so basically you're going to settle down, you have dinner, you bandage up those of you who need bandaging, you refresh yourself, you get half of your maximum total life points back. So like if you had 40 life points, you get 20 back. And you recover all of your stamina.
Very nice.
Now, normally it wouldn't be all of your stamina, but there's something unique about this valley. The spirit of the valley itself has different qualities to it.
Blanche is going to go over to Jatai. Did you see the head fly? Right.
Many a bone flew, yes.
It wasn't as satisfying, though, when they just sort of... just a big pile.
It's different from flesh. It's like hitting rock.
I'd rather not do that again. It looks like it took a lot out of her.
We're only a day in. There's more to come.
And the one thing you've noticed in this entire first day is Valian is with you, She's been very quiet, almost as if everything you're feeling, she's feeling to a greater extent. I mean, you know she's a necromancer, so this land, this bone path seems to be pushing against her, and she's almost walking as if in a fog or a fugue state. But she begins to shake it off a little bit as evening comes, as she seems to be adapting to the environment. She seems to be getting back to herself a little bit more. She starts to nettle her hog a bit. You take that as a good sign.
There's insects here. I wouldn't know why are there insects here. That seems excessive. Don't understand this. Buzz. Hey, hit. Oh shit. Oh, never mind. She's gone. Oh, they took her. The spirits took her. Oh,
He keeps saying that, but his hair just fell over his eyes, and so he can't see anything.
oh, she's gone. I'm alone. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's okay. Breathe, Arnold. Breathe. Oh, okay, you're fine.
So you know it's night. You feel exhausted. The quality of the light in this valley has not changed at all. The temperature hasn't changed. The feel of the air hasn't changed. When you look around you, it's almost as if you haven't moved at all. You're just in the middle of a great bone field. Do you want to set up the camp, or do you want to try to push on?
So I was thinking, if it takes us 3 days and 3 nights on foot or on horse, what if we just stay put for 3 days and 3 nights? Do we still get there?
Oh,
Good thinking.
crafty.
Gerhard, give me a wits check.
Okay, yeah. Let me think about that. It's very crafty.
Take a +2 because Valian is discussing it with you.
That's a 12 then.
You would say that no, it would not work that way. That the valley, it's still partially in the physical world, so you have to physically make progress. But because it overlaps with the spiritual world, as long as you're pushing forward and surviving, you'll get there by the 3rd night. But if you stop, you'll make no progress.
So he'll try to explain that, like,
Okay, very crafty. I like where your head is at, but no, not quite. Think about this. When you go in river to swim, you have to swim, and oh man, it's very tiring. And you're like, well, maybe I just stay still, and you still move. Yes, but not quite. No, that's not it. No. Anyway, I think we should move, just in case. What harm is it? Exercise. But young people don't want to do the work.
I mean, just thinking of you, your feet are cold.
Oh, no, my feet are good.
and you look at his feet, and he just taps on the bottom of his blackened soles, and you just hear like,
Very fine, very good. I am prepared.
and he stomps on a couple bones.
No problems at all. Thinking of me. Oh, I see what you did. Old man, can't make the walk. Who was the one who got tired today? Not me. It was you. Yeah.
Well, if you don't try the easy way, you're not trying.
Okay. I don't know if that's the right lesson there, but you youngins always looking for the fast one. Sometimes you have to take the long route. It's just how it is.
The long route with the skeletons and the ghosts and everyone. Did you see how they were crying? They didn't think we were going to come back.
Oh, who cried?
When we left this morning.
Oh, I wasn't really. I was like, I was talking to the cats and the dogs and such. They were good. They were, they were kind of happy. They treat them well there, so good people.
And she's eating the food that we have, and she's used to scrounging and eating trash and things, and she's like, good food.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Lots of meat we had. too much meat. Eat the vegetable, the greens. The greens are good. Here, take this.
And he'll pull like a piece of leaf off of his hair and hand it to you.
It's good for you. Make your breath smell good.
And she does the thing that she often does. Like she'll like put it in her hand and then kind of flip the thing over, and she kind of puts it in her mouth and like drops the leaf like behind her.
Good. Very good.
And
Eat. Yes, good.
nods.
Going to live long life that way. Yes.
The leaf just falls to the ground behind her.
And it's funny, you glance back over your shoulder, Alancha, and you see the leaf, as soon as it touches the bones, turns brown and brittle, and then just disintegrates against the bone.
And she just, on one hand, is glad that there's no evidence because she didn't think about the fact that the leaf would be very obvious with the bones. And then is like, but just kind of adjusts her feet a bit on the bones looking at that.
So you're all tired. You've eaten. It's been a hard day of walking and an unexpected fight with the dead. Do you want to set up camp for the night, or do you want to try to push on?
I think Urhog
Rock would probably want to push on. I don't know. This place is dead. I don't know.
Keep going. I'm able.
Yes. Is
Why?
everyone?
We made progress today. Why more?
Because more progress is better than some progress. Yes. You want to leave, right?
But you just said we have to do some progress. We already did some progress.
Right. This is not like a bare minimum situation. No. If we do bare
can't
minimum and then bare
Get there
minimum, and then
quicker if
bare
we do
minimum,
more
we
today.
might
It's
not
still
leave.
3 days.
Oh, goodness. The
Did
attitude
the-
on this one. Oh,
The 1,000-year-old child tell us if when he made his trek, if he stopped during the night at all?
You would have spoke through him, several times about it, and yeah, he said that he was making his journey. He was looking for treasure when he was going, and yes, at night he stopped and built a fire and slept to no ill effect to him. I mean, he did camp as he made his progress through the valley.
Okay. It did specify 3 days and 3 nights. So I presume regardless if we sleep or if we travel during the night, it'll change or it won't speed our progress up at all. But also there's the chance
No.
that we could be ambushed while resting.
we set up watch. Someone watches the whole time. Jedi, he will watch the whole time. Young, virile young man. He can stay up all night, no problem. Yes.
Stay up all night. I must sleep in the morning.
Okay. Maybe not all night. Maybe some of the night. I am old. I get up very early. So, you stay up late. I get up early. And we shall be good and safe. And the ghosts come. I will tell them, go away.
And we start our travel again at first light, as much as I don't know if we could tell though when it occurs here.
I mean, the quality of the light in this valley never changes, so it would be more just your biological clock getting you up.
Gotcha.
I think that may have just been the entry to this place. We had to go when the sun hit it first. So we rest.
would it does it feel as much as we can feel, given when and how long we've been going? And like, I know we don't have the sky to necessarily reveal this to us, but does it feel like we've done a full day? Like, does it feel like
it feels like your bodies are telling you that it's probably late or early evening. If you had to put a time on it, you would assume that outside of this valley, the sun is set already.
Okay, so we come. So the porch, leave in the money.
So you scrape away some of the bones. You try to find ground, but you never actually do. But you do find a layer of pulverized bone that is as close as you can get. And you're able to set up your tents and make a fire. And the firelight doesn't get beyond the ring of your tents. You walk out and you look back and you see nothing. It's just the quality of this valley just doesn't. Light is not welcome here, but the warmth is pleasant. And you set up a watch cycle and you begin to drift off to sleep. You come to. Your head is pounding. You're disoriented. And you find yourself standing in a rectangular room. At the far end of the room, there's a door. And as you look behind you, you see a robed figure with a staff, with its hood up, in an alcove. Blue glow emanating from beneath the hood, and it pulls back away from you. And then the alcove goes dark, and the wall behind you gets cold, bitter cold. And frost begins to form on your backs. You feel an ache in your bones as the cold begins to push against you. What do you do? You see a marble floor. The walls are marble in this room. You can't see a ceiling. The only thing you see is the door at the other side of the room, about 50 feet from where you're at.
And that is not the same place where we saw the rope figure, right? The rope
No,
figure
the rope figure was behind you. Yeah, in an alcove behind you. And that the intense cold is coming from the wall behind you.
Okay, so like the same place that the sorcerer.
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
Okay.
As he pulled back into the alcove and disappeared, then this wave of cold started emanating from this wall.
We run away from that wall
to the door.
Yeah, is it visible or is it just like
it's just the temperature? It just feels like it went from like a balmy 50 degrees down to like negative 20 and still getting colder.
I would have run away from the cold. What's the doors?
Yeah.
So there's a door about, like I said, it's about the room is a 50-foot long rectangle, and there's a door in the center of the far wall.
Is it the weeping door?
It doesn't look. It looks like a normal door to you. You would not think so.
Yeah, I think we're all heading towards that door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Urhog, if he has his stuff on him, like he'll reach in. Jatai had given him like a little gem that he kind of keeps now, and he'll like see if he can channel some light into it and see if that helps at all or illuminates anything else as we're moving.
So as you're moving towards, light flares up from the gem and fully illuminates the room. You don't see anything other than I've described. Alancha, give me an edge check.
Okay. All right. That's a 13.
There's something odd about the floor. Can't quite put your finger on it. But there's the grade of the floor is a little off. You think it might be trapped?
Watch your feet.
I need everybody
traps.
to make a grit check.
Four.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
7 as well.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Youngins.
Jatai, Hild, and Alancha, the cold is beginning to freeze your joints. Your blood is feeling sluggish. You're in pain. You each take 5 life points of damage bypassing armor, as you almost feel like you can actually literally see the frost forming on your body. Urhog, used to being outdoors and you're almost one with nature. So you feel the cold, but it's not affecting you as it's affecting everyone else.
It
Valian
irritates him.
also seems to stumble, but she stays on her feet. And it's just getting colder.
Ice pierces
So-
through my cloth. I gotta run towards the door.
All right, I love it.
Traps. Traps.
Give me an edge check, Jitai.
Okay, I max the flex, and
Oh,
my
nice.
edge is 8.
So that's going to be an automatic success for you because you max the flex. You get to about the halfway point in the room, and then you guys hear this grinding noise, and the entire floor tilts, and you begin to slide towards the end, and you see the far wall. A section of the floor falls away, and you see Flyer leaping up. Jitai, since you're the furthest one along and you're going towards it, you're past the halfway point in the room, you do see that there's a small lip, like about 6 inches of stone, that are sticking out from the wall in front of the door. But I need everybody to make me an edge check. I need Jitai to make me another edge check first, though, because he's further along.
12.
11 on the edge.
Okay.
A weird situation. I rolled a 1 on my check, but I maxed my flex.
Okay, so
How does that
you
work?
succeed. Max out flex does not automatic succeed on a check is one way to spend it. So
I got an 11.
okay. Jitai, what'd you get?
I also had an 11.
Okay, so you are all starting to slide down, and as you're sliding down, darts start flying out of the walls, but somehow you all manage to avoid getting stuck, but you're still sliding towards this flaming pit. The pit's about 10 feet wide, and the fire is just licking up. And then you just see that small lip, a small edge of stone on the other side of the pit. And then you see the door right in the center. What would you like to do?
Lighting down a platform, is it possible to jump for that lip?
It is possible to jump for that lip.
Then I'll time it right to get the best trajectory.
All right, give me an edge check.
Oh, I got a 1, but a max on the flex.
All right. So
Hey.
you jump and you smack against the wall. You jump much too strong, and you start to slide down, and just somehow your toes just slam onto the edge of this lip, and you're able to stay flattened against the wall. You feel this fire licking at your back, this heat coming from this pit, but you're on the ledge.
Urhog is maybe following, and he's sliding, right? So we're like
Yep.
kind of sliding into this pit, and he's going to pull out his hunting spear. Do we have all our stuff?
You have all of your gear.
Okay.
All of your gears.
All right. So he grabs it, and he's going to try to like time it. So he wants to jam the spear's head into the ground just before the pit, and see if that can kind of pole vault him over the pit towards where Jitai just landed. If that makes sense.
Well, I do. It does. I like it. Take a +2 on your edge check.
Oh, thank you so much, because my edge is not good. Okay. All right. Well, I did roll a 6 though. Hey, look at that. That's a 10.
Hey.
All right, so you
Guys have
manage
ever
to pole vault over to the ledge, and you land. You're actually able to get your one set of fingers around the door jamb, and you're flat against the ledge as well.
A close one.
Hild and Alansha.
I would say Elantra, she's fleet-footed, so I would say she's kind of trying to like kind of utilize kind of a bit of momentum from kind of the downslide and kind of be like kind of parkouring off the wall and kind of landing over at the edge.
I like it. Take a +1 for creative and entertaining.
Grit or edge? Grit or edge?
Edge.
Okay. Okay. That is a 12.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. So you manage to run along the wall over the pit and basically land cat-like on the ledge next to Jatai, leaving Hild and Valian. Hild.
And Atlanta looks back at Hild because as like lithe and like fleet-footed as Alancha is, Hild is not. Hild is tough and strong.
Hild is better than Lena was, to be fair. I imagine I'm kind of doing like a berserker run. So I've got my axe and like her goal is to cleave it into the wall. So like to help hook her on there when she gets there to prevent her from falling back.
I like it. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a complex action. Give me a might check first to see if you're able to, as you jump, sink your axe into the wall. And if you succeed, you'll get a +2 on your edge check to stay on the ledge.
Okay. I got 10.
10's good. Axe sinks into the stone next to the door on the side that Urhog is on.
Okay, and then now I'm getting +2 to my edge, right?
Correct.
Oh god. Okay, so I got a 9 on, that's no good on the flex. I got a 5, 10, +2, 12.
You're good. So your axe anchors you, and your feet are on this narrow ledge. Hold on for a second. So you see Valian come skittering down, and she goes to make the leap and misses and falls into the pit.
Oh god.
Somebody can try to make either an edge check or a might check to grab her. But if you fail, you're going to go in with her.
Alancha would definitely edge check for sure.
All right.
So she is going to I imagine she's kind of like, as she's leaning over, she's kind of like grabbing one of the javelin and kind of like holding it out so that like as she's falling, she can kind of like grab onto it.
Mm-hmm.
So, edge.
Stab her with it.
Oh.
Just put her out of her misery. She can't burn to death. Like end of Last of Mohicans.
I'm willing to spend stamina points if I need to. I got an 8.
Probably ought to spend some stamina points.
Probably ought to spend 1 or probably ought to spend 2.
Tell me.
Okay, I'll spend 2.
So you start to slip. Once she grabs a hold of the javelin, she almost pulls you off, but then you center yourself and you're able to pull the javelin up and bring Valian up onto the lip of this ledge with you. But it was a very close call. So the 4 of you are now looking back at this tilted floor. You look down into this flaming pit. You see no bottom. You just feel heat coming up and fire licking at your toes. There is a door. Urhog is on one side of it, and Jatai is on the other side, and it is closed. What would you like to try to do?
I'm just going to turn to Valian. Just because we're cold, don't go jumping in.
She's just almost in tears, in terror, but she kind of hugs herself against you as much as she can on this ledge.
I will try opening the door, Urhog.
Wait.
And he wants to just like put his hand next to it or on the door just to see if any kind of sorceress energy, something pops out of it. You know, he can't do any like thief checking, but he can see if it's somehow magically.
When you touch the door, all you feel is magic. All you feel is sorcery.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, open the door.
Okay.
But you're probably going to be hurt. But that's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine.
It's just a door. There's nothing to it. I grab the knob, slide it.
You could
it.
give me either a might check or an edge check to try to force the door open.
Jatai doesn't believe in magic. Remember, Urhog?
Let's go with might.
All right.
I got a 10.
Oh, you're good. So
Yay.
basically, you mule kick the door with your foot, and it bounces open, and you're able to jump through. And then each of you is able to skirt along the edge and get through. And you find yourselves on a large balcony, almost like in an opera house where you've got the one of the large private balconies. You're standing on one of those. The door behind you is open, and you can still feel the fire around you. There's a banister around you, and there are skeletons on the ground around you with adventuring gear and packs and everything, looking almost as if they just died at this spot. And it's just absolute blackness around you. You see no ceiling, no walls. You feel drafts coming up from like the depths. Just looks like there's a never ending emptiness all around you. Except for 30 feet away from you, in front of you, you see an identical balcony limed in a slight blue glow, very similar to the blue glow that you saw on the sorcerer. But it's 30 feet away. What do you want to do?
Does anyone have rope?
Can shoot an arrow across.
What if there? Sure, test it. See if there is anything. But does anyone have rope? We can throw javelin. Maybe shimmy across.
I'm sure we have some.
Give me a witch check, everybody.
I don't. I don't carry that crap.
Wait, everybody's making a witch check?
Everybody.
Yeah.
10.
10.
7.
7.
Hild and Jatai, you're just trying to figure out how this could even exist physically. I mean, this makes no sense. This balcony, but Urhog and Elisha, you're focused on the problem. And as you're looking around and you're thinking, you do see in these adventurers' packs that they had rope, they had climbing gear, they had pitons, they had things to traverse a space like this.
You said rope?
Yes. Oh, hey, grab me. Oh, grab
Yeah.
that too.
Urhog, you can speak
What?
to animals. Maybe you can. The ravens. Maybe they could show you the way.
Where are they?
They do. They do only approach me when I'm dreaming.
We found rope.
Is
we
this
throw the rope.
a dream? And she starts like pinching herself to try and like wake herself up.
It hurts when you pinch yourself.
Yeah.
You want me to try? Hey, go. Yeah.
No.
Just kidding. Don't hurt me. Okay, here, take this. Throw it that way. You big, strong, throw.
Okay. So I'm throwing.
Right,
You're
so
throwing.
is it tied to a javelin
Yeah.
or?
So
okay.
I like
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
used to
Urhog and
adventure
Elisha
gear,
work
so I just
together.
assumed grappling hook, but it doesn't.
Oh yeah, you could totally have a grappling hook for sure.
Yeah.
Give me
Just
give me
tie
an
that
edge
around.
check.
Oh, edge.
Whoever's going to throw it, it's an edge check.
My
I
edge
can
is
throw it.
5.
5's not bad.
Oh, yeah. 5's not bad. Go for it.
Okay. Ooh, okay. I got a 10 on my flex.
Okay, so you
Eh?
succeed. Spectacular.
But
So
because I only got a 7 total.
you see
I
Hild
rolled a 2.
whip this grappling hook. It hits the other banister, loops twice around it, and then the tines of the grappling hook sink in tight. Like you cannot get a more secure connection.
Okay.
Elantra is
Which one
impressed.
of you brave heroes are going to go first?
Just cross this, right?
Yes, just
Nice.
yeah, no, don't look
You
down.
follow me.
Give me a might check.
Okay. 11.
You're good. You see Jatai just scramble across like a monkey on a rope. Gets over there quickly. Who's going next?
Come, it's 30.
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay, give me a might
Oh.
check.
11.
You're fine too. Hand over hand, legs just dangling, like a true buff badass.
idea.
Maybe,
Okay,
maybe. Would it be more difficult if I had Valian just like clinging to me?
She absolutely is. She is. You're wearing Valium like a papoose. You're just going hand over hand across.
Look, there's some cloth from adventurers, like cloaks and things. He makes a little sash. He ties to himself around the rope because he's not strong and he wants to have security as he moves across. So if he fails, he does not fall immediately.
Since you're using a mechanical favor to do that, roll a wits check instead of a might check. It's not relying on your strength anymore.
Crafty old man. Okay, that's good. That is an 11.
You're fine too. You're able to shimmy across using your sling.
So now that everyone has gone across, Elantra is fleet-footed, and she actually wants to try to run across the rope. That
I like
is
it.
absolutely what she wants to do.
Give me an edge check. See how this goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just don't try to jump.
You got her javelin out like she's doing a tightrope walk.
Right. 10.
A 10. So you guys see Elantra come running across the rope, and then she slips and falls. And falls. And Elantra, you just feel yourself falling forever. And the deeper you get, the colder you get. It's the force of the air moving around you starts to break your bones. And the last thing you feel as you're screaming is your jaw cracking open and pulling your head back and off your body. The four of you see Elantra fall and disappear. What do you do? You hear her scream for a few seconds, and then that fades away.
Okay.
Do we go after her?
Yeah, I've scientifically determined that this is not a dream. And she'll pinch you as well to like remind you like we're not dreaming.
While you're doing
You
that,
feel the pinch.
while you're doing that, he's pulling the rope, trying to like pull it free from the other side where we had like probably tied it off. He's just,
And then, okay, here I go.
and then he's gonna go over the side and start like rappelling down in his old man arms.
So you're able to do that. You get to the end of the rope, and it's just blackness beneath your feet. Cold blackness.
Lantia. Oh.
You hear nothing.
I'm gonna wrap like the rope, and he's gonna pull the gem out, spit on it, and then shine the gem down to see if he can see anything further if it's still black.
You can see about 20 feet beneath you, you think, but it's hard to tell because the quality of the blackness is just absolute. You see nothing, you hear nothing, you feel nothing other than the cold of oblivion pressing against you.
He's gonna hawk like a really big, and he's gonna listen to see if it hits.
It fades away and you hear nothing.
Well, that sucks. Pull me up. You big, strong heroes.
So you're able to quickly pull Urhog up, and the four of you are standing on this other balcony, having lost a member of your party to oblivion.
She fell down. Big abyss. All the way down. Can't go.
Then why did we cross? What is over here?
There's a door on the other side. On this balcony, there's a door, just like the door matching on the one you just went through. It's limed in that slight blue glow that you saw on the sorcerer's face.
Kick this one down too. It can't go after Elantra.
The door bursts open, and the blue light washes over you. Elantra, you startle awake in your bedrolls with a screaming headache, your body freezing, your jaw feels broken, and you're absolutely exhausted. For this entire day, all of your rolls will be at -2. The rest of you come awake much more restfully, having slept a full night. Again, in the Valley of the Bones, it doesn't feel any different, but your internal clock is telling you it's morning. You hear Elantra scream out as you come awake, and you realize that wherever you were, it wasn't the real world. And at least for that night, death was not the real death. I need all of you to make a wits check for me. And tell me what you get.
3.
8.
9.
10.
You're utterly confused by what just happened.
Yeah.
You're not really able to piece much together about it, but Urhog, you think that what just happened was that you all crossed over into the night reaches, which is the realm of dreams and nightmares. That somehow in this valley that is half in the real world and half in the world of the dead, maybe the veil between the dreaming world is thin, and that somehow you were there, but you don't know why. You were obviously pulled there by someone or something, but all you know for sure is that you were in the night reaches.
He'll convey that to everybody in suitable maniac fashion.
Night reaches. Oh, goodness.
Pollyanna is probably the only one who actually understands what that is, but you can explain it to her. And as you were explaining it to her on the beginning of the second day in the Valley of the Death, on the Path of the Bones, having survived your first encounter in the night reaches, we will call it a night. Thanks everybody for playing. I had a blast. I hope you guys did too.
Yeah.
Before I flip it back at Jeff, I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on Garblag. So over on Garblag Games YouTube channel at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time on Mondays, you can check out Andy, who's the handler running some Delta Green. His campaign is called The Sign of Judgment. It's a little bit of a riff on True Detective Season 1, I think, and a few other things. So that's a lot of fun. On Wednesdays, we're back to Warhammer Wednesdays, and I'm running Warhammer The Old World. Our group of adventurers are stuck between a noble family and a bunch of necromancers, and I have not killed anybody yet, so definitely stay tuned. It's bound to happen eventually. On Saturday, Richard is running us through Season 3 of Imperium Maledictum, so we're taping those, and they will be out probably over the holiday season. And on alternating Saturdays, you can find me over on Tales of Myth and Mayhem with Mark, who is running Cult, Divinity Lost, the Atrocity Exhibition. That's all I've got.
Awesome. As for us, streaming schedule, Mondays, right now we're doing some We're in Danger, which is my silly little game. Tuesday, we got Kipser, who is Valiant, but not here, running this through some Hardwired Island, our cyberpunk millennial game. Thursdays, we got Legend of the Mist. And Saturday, we've got Call of Cthulhu. And yeah, that's what we got. And then, Sundays, like every other Sundays, is kind of where we're going with trying to go for Conan. But that's it for us. Bye.
Good night.